What's up YouTube, it's the legendary Lister back again with another video for you guys. I think you guys may really enjoy this one. We often think of nature as a delicate balance, but in the corners of our planet where conditions are most extreme, life has evolved to do the impossible. Beyond the standard rules of biology, there exists a group of specialists, creatures that have developed physiological traits so advanced they seem to defy the laws of physics and medicine. From animals that can survive the vacuum of space to those that can rewrite their own DNA to stay young, we are counting down 10 organisms that represent the absolute peak of evolutionary engineering. These are the most resilient, powerful, and mysterious life forms on Earth. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have the ultimate survivor of the Great North, the wood frog. While we're busy putting on parkas and turning up the heat to stay warm, the wood frog takes a different approach. It just stops. As the temperature drops, its heart stops beating, its blood stops flowing, and it becomes a literal frog sickle. It can stay frozen like an ice cube for weeks. For all intents and purposes, he is clinically dead. But the moment the ground thaws in the spring, it miraculously wakes up, its heart jump starts itself, and it hops away like nothing happened. Coming in at number 9, on our list, we have the lyrebird. At first glance, this looks like a perfectly normal forest bird, but the lyrebird is actually nature's most sophisticated audio hacker. Because of its incredibly complex voice box, it can mimic almost any sound it hears with 100% accuracy. Imagine you're hiking deep in the wilderness and suddenly you hear a chainsaw, a camera shutter, or even a screaming car alarm. You'd think you're losing your mind, but it's likely just this bird playing an elaborate prank on you. They've even been known to mimic the sound of crying babies to keep predators away from their nests. At number 8, meet the 600-volt swimming battery of the Amazon. The electric eel doesn't just deliver a little sting, it packs enough raw power to knock a full-grown horse off its feet or incapacitate a human instantly. It has specialized cells called electrocytes that line its body like the plates in a battery. It uses these massive shocks not just to hunt, but as a high-tech navigation system in murky water. It's basically a living taser that ensures nothing in the river ever wants to touch it twice. Research has shown that electric eel can actually take over the nervous system of its prey. By sending out specific frequencies, the eel remotely hacks the fish's muscles, forcing them to move or become paralyzed. And coming up next on our list, at number 7, the bombardier beetle. Don't let the small size fool you. This beetle is a world-class chemical engineer with a very short fuse. When a predator like a toad or a bird tries to make a meal of it, the bombardier beetle initiates an internal chemical reaction. It mixes two specific chemicals in its body to create a boiling hot, toxic explosion. It then uses its abdomen like a turret to shoot a rapid-fire blast of stinging liquid directly into the predator's face. It's literally shooting a chemical fire out of its rear end. Talk about having a hot temper. And finishing off the first half of our list, at number 6, the mimic octopus. Now most animals in the ocean hide by blending into the sand or the rocks. But the mimic octopus is a master of psychological warfare. It doesn't just change its color, it changes its entire shape and personality. If it sees a predator, it might tuck its arms in to look like a venomous sea snake, or flatten itself out to glide like a toxic soul fish. Unlike other octopuses that hide in colorful coral reefs, the mimic lives in mucked, open, flat, gray river mouths. Because there is nowhere to hide, it had to evolve the ability to look like other things to survive. It's the ultimate character actor of the sea. It doesn't just hide from trouble, it acts its way out of it by convincing everyone it's the most dangerous thing in the water. And starting off the second half of this list, coming in at number 5, is quite possibly the most hardcore animal on this list. Meet the hairy frog, though it's better known by its nickname, the horror frog. When this frog gets into a fight, it doesn't just run away. It intentionally breaks its own toe bones and pushes the jagged, broken ends through its own skin to create sharp, cat-like claws. It is literally the Wolverine of the animal kingdom. It uses its own skeleton as a weapon. Once the danger has passed, the bones retract and the skin heals over. It's as brutal as it is brilliant. At number 4, we have the fastest punch in the known world, the Mantis Shrimp. This shrimp doesn't just hit hard, it strikes with the acceleration of a .22 caliber bullet. It moves so quickly that the water around its fist actually boils for a split second, creating a shockwave that can stun prey even if the shrimp misses. These creatures are so powerful they've been known to shatter the thick glass of laboratory aquariums with a single hit. If this shrimp were scaled up to human size, it could literally punch a hole through a skyscraper. Now getting into the final 3 on this super creature list, we have the axolotl. The axolotl is the undisputed king of the reset button. In the animal kingdom, losing a limb is usually a death sentence, but for the axolotl, it's just another Tuesday. If it loses a leg, a tail, a piece of its heart, or even a chunk of its brain, it just grows a new one. No scars, no permanent damage, no problem. The axolotl has an unparalleled healing factor. And because of a strange biological quirk, it never grows up. It stays in its aquatic larval form, looking like a cute and colorful baby for its entire life. At number 2, we have the tiny, but biologically endless, immortal jellyfish. For almost every living thing, death is the inevitable end, unless you're this specific jellyfish. When the immortal jellyfish gets too old, gets sick, or faces starvation, it doesn't die. Instead, it sinks to the ocean floor, folds in on itself, and reverts its cells back to their earliest polyp stage. It's like a 90-year-old human suddenly turning back into a toddler and starting life all over again. It has found the literal fountain of youth and can theoretically live forever by just hitting restart on its life cycle whenever things get tough. Narrowing down the evolutionary marvels of our planet to a single list of 10 is a nearly impossible task. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, we must acknowledge 2 creatures whose adaptations are simply too extraordinary to overlook. We have to give a shout out to the Texas horned lizard. Why? Because it shoots blood out of its eyes. I'm not making that up. If a coyote gets too close, squirt, right in the face. It's weird, it's effective, and it definitely deserves a mention. The peregrine falcon, the fastest animal on the planet, reaching top speeds over 240 miles per hour. It uses gravity and aerodynamics. It tucks its wings into a specialized, teardrop, shape to reduce drag. It even has tiny bony bumps in its nose to guide airflow so the high-pressure air doesn't explode its lungs at top speed. And finally, at number 1, we have the most indestructible creature in existence, the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. This microscopic beast is the closest thing to an invincible superhero we have on Earth. You can freeze it to absolute zero, boil it in volcanic vents, starve it for 30 years, or even shoot it into the airless vacuum of outer space, and it just doesn't care. It survives by drying itself out into a ton state, waiting for better conditions. It's tiny, it's squishy, but it is officially tougher than Superman and will likely be here long after the rest of us are gone. So, we've looked at 10 incredible creatures today. From the regenerative powers of the axolotl to the super speed of the mantis shrimp. But if there is one lesson to take away, it's that nature is the ultimate research and development lab. Evolution has spent millions of years solving problems that humans are just beginning to understand. When we look at the tardigrade, a creature that can survive the vacuum of space and the deepest pressures of the ocean, we aren't just looking at a weird bug. We are looking at a blueprint for survival. Real superheroes don't wear capes. They have cells, scales, and exoskeletons. And the more we study them, the more we realize that the greatest superpowers aren't in comic books. They are right here on Earth, waiting to be understood. And that's all, folks. Legendary Lister, signing off.